What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Hypixel Skyblock Hardmode series. And to start off this episode, I once again just want to give a shout out to everyone who subscribed last episode. We are getting so close to 69,420 subs. I think right now we should only be about 2,000 subscribers away, so I'm getting super excited for that. So yeah, if you guys are not subscribed already but are enjoying this series and want to keep up to date with every single episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Anyways, guys, to start off today's episode, we are going to have two main goals for ourselves. And the first goal here is going to harken back to a couple episodes ago where I was working on maxing out this scorpion foil. And one of the main things that I was hoping to get for this weapon right here that I have not yet been able to do is a Bane 6 book. Now, typically, getting a Bane 6 book is not too difficult of a task. You can just go on AH and buy one for like 5 to 10,000 coins, I'm pretty sure. Like, they are super cheap and super common for the average player who uses Auction House or Bazaar. But for me in this hard mode series, where I don't use either of those two luxuries, it's pretty hard because I have to manually grind for it. But as you guys probably know at this point, I don't mind a grind. I've done a grind pretty much every single episode of this series. That's kind of what the series is all about. So ever since I've made the video on Max the Scorpion foil, whenever I have some free time, I'll just put like an hour or two into grinding some tier 3 tarantulas and see if we can get a Bane 6 book. But in the process of grinding these tarantulas, I've run into two issues. The first of these issues is that my luck is atrocious, and instead of getting Bane 6 books, I keep getting spider catalysts, which is why I have 6 of those right now and not a single Bane 6 book. And the second issue I've run into is that Slayers cost money. Even though tier 3s are much cheaper at 10,000 coins per, they still cost money. And as you can see right now, they pretty much drained my bank balance. I am down to 50,000 coins at the moment. But as you guys know, in the last episode, we finished up this sugarcane farm, which is going to be a pretty good money generator for us. And so over just the last 2 or 3 times that I've harvested it, I've been able to save up this 6 enchanted sugarcane right here, which I'm hoping is going to be enough to fund a couple tier 3 slayers for us to do to try and get that Bane 6 book. All right, that accomplished exactly what I wanted to. It got us a quick 317,000 coins. I'm gonna go ahead and withdraw the rest from our bank balance, and we're currently sitting at about 370k. So hopefully these coins right here will allow me to do whatever amount of tier 3 bosses I need to finally get that Bane 6 book. So I'll be heading over to the Spider's Den and working on those in just a second. But the other goal we have for the beginning of today's episode is going to be to finally get this epic campfire badge upgraded to a legendary. So yet again, another small grind I'm gonna have to do, but we'll put the time in for it and get that done today as well. And last thing really quickly before I head off to do those slayers is that I got those last 8 enchanted coal blocks, and my wither skeleton pet is now chilling in cat, and it'll be turned into a legendary in a little bit less than 4 days. So yeah, very excited for that process to be done, and hopefully by next episode I will be able to start doing some damage tests with it for you guys. But yeah, I think it's about time for me to start doing those tier 3 tarantulas, so let me throw on my tarantula armor and I'm gonna get to work. That was fast. I'll take it. Come on, is that a good sign? Is that a good sign? Do you enjoy doing slayers? Kind of, also kind of not, I guess. How is this real life? No way, dude. No way. It's just funny. At this point, it's literally just funny. I cannot believe that is actually real. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. My hero, my hero. My hero. I wanted to attack him so bad. My hero. Thank you, sir. I'm done. I'm actually done with this game, dude. I'm actually done with this game. I hate this game. How many spider catalysts are we going to get before we get a Bane 6? Dude, this is like borderline, like we are actually glitched. This is borderlining on like I'm actually glitched and I'm unable to get a Bane 6 book. Alright, here we go, here we go. The moment of truth. Come on. Come on. Bro! That's not real! That's actually not real! I can't, dude. I can't with this game anymore. I actually cannot with this game anymore. It's trolling. It's actually trolling. That is actually a troll. How is this possible? 10 catalysts, okay? 9 in the backpack and 1 I had to use on the tarantula boots. 10 spider catalysts and 0 Bane 6. What the heck?
Something in the middle.
Dude, there's no way! How does this happen? I'm so confused, dude. I'm so confused. I don't understand how this is real. How has the game cursed me to this? I don't understand it. I literally don't understand. And there you go, guys. After a 5-hour stream, no joke, literally 5-hour stream, I ended up with a total of 10 Spider Catalysts and 0 Bane 6 books. And now the thing I want to show here really quickly is, in case you're maybe confused why I was so upset about getting the Spider Catalyst, is because the odds for a Spider Catalyst say 1%, and the odds for a Bane 6 book are also 1%. So the idea that I've gotten 10 1% drops and every single one of them has been a Spider Catalyst instead of a Bane 6 book is, you know, a little bit frustrating. And just in case you guys maybe think I just really haven't done as many Tarantula Brood Flies as I'm saying, you can see right here I have done 446 Tier 3 Tarantula Brood Fathers. I've actually done so many Tier 3s that I am now about halfway to Spider level 7. So yeah, I don't know. In all honesty, a Bane 6 book is not even that important for the sword. Since I already have a Bane 5 on it, that means Bane 6 is only going to increase my damage by like 8%, a pretty insignificant amount. The only reason I'm even grinding so hard for this Bane 6 is just for like the sake of completion. And at this point, I'm just like so mad that I haven't gotten it that it just makes me want to get it even more. That being said though, I definitely do need to take a bit of a break from grinding tarantulas. I'm just over it. So now, originally my plan was to start working on the second goal that I had set for today's episode, which was to try and get my campfire badge upgraded to the legendary version, which in total would take around 23.5 stacks of enchanted jungle wood. You can see in my chest here, I already have about 6 stacks of enchanted or so we'd be looking at needing to get another like 17.5 stacks, which at first I just didn't think was going to take that long. I thought, you know, the tree captator goes super fast. I'll be able to knock that out in like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But after foraging for a little bit and just seeing how much I was getting, I think it would take me closer to probably around 3 hours to finish up the rest of the jungle wood I need. So instead, we're going to be doing something a little bit different with foraging right now. So on one of my hard mode episodes, maybe about 3 or 4 episodes ago, I was foraging without a haste pot, and I ended up getting like a ton of comments of people telling me that I need to use haste pots. You know, they're so amazing that they'll make your foraging experience so much better. And my opinion has kind of always been that when using a tree captator, the haste pots are more of an inconvenience than anything. They don't really help you get much more wood. They're just kind of annoying. They tend to glitch out on me, whatever. I'm not a fan of haste pots when using a tree cap. But since I'm going to be foraging a very large amount of jungle wood in the coming days, I figured now would be a good time to kind of test, are these haste pots actually worth it to use? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to forage for 5 minutes without a haste 3 potion, see how much jungle wood I get, and then immediately afterwards I will forage for another 5 minutes with a haste 3 potion this time and see how much jungle wood we get once again. And then I can compare, you know, how much jungle wood I got each time and see if it's worth it. So yeah, the first 5 minutes without a haste 3 potion starts right now. Alright, first 5-minute test done, and I got almost 43 enchanted jungle wood. So I'll go ahead and clear out my entire inventory. I will now drink a haste 3 potion, and we will start another 5 minutes. Let's do it. Alright guys, second 5-minute test is up, and this time around I only got 38 enchanted jungle wood, and I am still on haste 3. So yeah, I don't know, you guys can take it as whatever you want it to be. Maybe you're gonna say I was just like messing up in the way I was using it, but this is what I always say. I always feel like the haste 3 just glitches out on me whenever I'm using the tree captator, and I actually end up getting less or pretty much the same amount of wood than if I wasn't using it, so I just tend not to use it. So yeah, that's good information for me to have. I almost will definitely not be using haste 3 when I end up trying to get the rest of the enchanted jungle wood that I need to upgrade my accessory. Alright, so next thing up here, as you guys know, 2 episodes ago, we set up this full layer potato farm, mainly for farming hot potato books. And I've already used some of the potatoes we got from this farm to max out my scorpion foil with hot potato books. But what I have yet to do is max out a full armor set with 40 hot potato books from this farm. And as you guys know, I have been farming a lot of tarantula brood fathers recently, and I'm going to be farming quite a few more in my future, I presume. And at the moment, the tarantula set I own has 0 hot potato books on it, so this set could definitely use 40 hot potato books. But at the moment, I only have 26 enchanted baked potatoes, which is obviously a little bit shy of the 40 I'm going to need. But I think if I go ahead and do 2 full clears of my farm here, I will hit the 40 enchanted baked potatoes that I need. So yeah, I'm gonna get to farming. I'll see you guys in a second. All right, and I have finally finished those 2 harvests of my potato farm, and just like I thought, we have 41 enchanted baked potatoes, which is 1 more than we needed. But now, before I actually apply the hot potato books to the tarantula armor, I guess I need to get some sort of like baseline so that we know like what we're actually comparing it to. And I think the best way to test the impact that the hot potato books are going to have in the tarantula armor is going to be to do a tier 4 boss, because that's really the only thing I have a bit of trouble with at the moment. And keep in mind, I'm currently not on a god splash, but I have done a tier 4 boss on stream without the splash, so we should be able to do this without too much trouble. All right, and here we go. A first mini boss I can kind of test it on here. So you can see a tarantula beast probably does about 100 damage per hit to me, so it's nothing too dangerous. Obviously, if I let it hit me like that though without hitting it back, it can get pretty dangerous. Okay, another tarantula beast, but yeah, you can see even now they're not too dangerous as long as I'm actually like trying to kill them and not just letting them kill me. Okay, another tarantula beast, and this is actually going to spawn the boss in, so unfortunately we're not going to get that mutant tarantula test right now. I'm obviously going to have to go ahead and throw down my mana flux for this thing, but yeah, you guys can kind of just see. So as we're doing the fight here, we'll see when I'm getting hit, like I'm dropping down to like maybe 1,000, actually dropping down to like 800 every once in a while. So it's definitely doing a decent amount of damage. Probably not ever going to be enough to kill me just because of the lifesteal I get from the scorpion foil. But it'll be cool to see if I drop down a lot less once I apply the hot potato books, or if it's not really going to make any difference at all. All right, anyway, it is now time to craft these 40 hot potato books and apply them to my tarantula armor. All right, and there we go. Everything is now fully hot potato booked. So right off the bat, we get a bonus 160 health, which should definitely help out a little bit. And then we also get a bonus 80 defense, which I'm a little bit skeptical that that's really going to make an impact at all, considering that the spider bulwark set bonus, if we count all 4 pieces, is giving me plus 800 defense against spiders. I don't know if 80 is really going to do much, but you know what? Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. We'll just have to see. All right, mutant tarantula, so this will be interesting. Actually, honestly, I mean, it's definitely still hitting hard, but I don't feel like I'm taking as much damage as I usually would from these things. Maybe that is total placebo effect, but I honestly feel like it's doing less damage to me. Or at least like it's not hurting me as much. Maybe that's the bonus health coming in clutch there. But honestly, I'm kind of pleasantly surprised by that fight. All right, and this tarantula beast here will definitely spawn the boss in. So let me get this set up here. Boom. Drop my mana flux down, and let's see how we're feeling about this. Okay, wait, so right off the bat, I'm actually noticing that it's doing like, I'm like not dropping HP at all. I'm dropping to like 1300 worst case scenario so far. Obviously now this guy has taken the aggro, but I mean, I could just feel right there. I actually think the hot potato books have made a lot more significant of a difference than I would have initially thought. I feel like I need one more boss fight though, because that guy was definitely kind of helping me out. So let's just try one more time. I'm honestly going to start running out of money. These 50k coins a quest is not great for me, as I've mentioned previously in the video. Okay, I think this might spawn my boss in here. Yep, here we go. Let me get my mana flux down. And let's just kind of see if last time it was just the guy helping me, or if it really is doing a lot of damage. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm not dropping health at all now. And we were definitely dropping to like 800 health before, which was like, what, minus 400? Now the most I'm dropping to is like 1339, which is minus 100. Like, I want to say like this has to be placebo effects. I didn't think it would help this much, but like we are not dropping health at all to this thing now.
I know I'm like going crazy blowing my microphone now. What the heck?